So welcome to the first match I would say on this in this year on this ground in this season. So the first runs of the bat of Vijay, probably the right guy to start off the proceedings in the Mumbai edition. We started off with the matches in Lonavala, now we are back in Mumbai. And two ideal guys to take charge of things now. Vidyut on one side, Vijay on the other. BD Royals unfortunately do not have their full squad and they have a difficult proposition to handle. It's going to be Vidyut and Vijay, and that is beautifully done. Unfortunately for Vidyut, but fortunately for the BD Royals, they have very few players, and he was able to find one of them. They have to start off with not so traditional bowlers. This is very unlike Vidyut. Vidyut generally associate Vidyut with hitting the first ball for a boundary or a sixer. This time, he has decided to have some parity, take his time, have a look at the ball. It's a beautiful ground. It's has one, two, three, four, five beautifully laid pitches and inside half of the bat. He wanted to go on the back foot, then he shuffled across. He was in no man's land. So he gets off the mark with a cheeky single. Score is 2. Both the batsmen are off the mark now. Vijay and Vidyut both on 1. Babul, he's their important all-rounder. He has a major role to play in this match now. But that's a gift though. Vijay will take it with both hands. That's the first boundary of the day. So Vijay gets the first boundary on the board. The score is 6 now. That's a good comeback by Babul. The score with that single will go on to 7. A boundary and 3 singles to start the proceedings on the first match on this wonderful Sunday. One team which has won both its matches, the other team has lost one. So another opening batsman will get an opportunity to open the bowling. Vinay, he is their prominent opening batter. Now he has to do the job with the ball in his hand. Now, adversaries can bring the best out of you. He's not. Oh, that's a gift. He will take it with both hands. Beautifully done, in fact. He just did not move a muscle, just a small squat, and that was out of the park. Wonderfully done. Very little effort and maximum. Watch out for Vijay. Generally, Vijay, when he gets into mood, he is very, very dangerous. So the first boundary we saw of the last ball of the previous over, the first ball of the next over, going for a sixer. Watch out, he can go back to back. He does go back to back, and this is an even better shot. What a shot this is! Just an extension of the front foot defense, I would say. And this man is a lot of muscle, a lot of power, but add to it a lot of good technique in it, a lot of good batsmanship with straight bat. You will not find anything wrong with the shot. No slog, no agricultural way of hitting the ball, just pure cricketing shot. What a shot that was! Straight down the ground. Wonderfully done. Both the sixers 10 to 15 meters behind the rope. Two balls to six. He might go 3 in 3. He might go 3 in 3. He does go 3 in 3. Yes, he does. What a shot that is again. Three different shots of three different styles. The first one was a gift, beautifully put into that mid-wicket region. The next one was the best of the lot. Front foot defense, just an extension of that, and the ball sailing over the longer boundary. This one was short, and he just swiveled across and squatted it over the mid-wicket fence. So three balls, three bound sixers. Expect the fourth one coming. You might see one straight down the ground again. So showing some respect to the bowler and some reprieve for Vinay. Vinay is getting the taste of his own medicine. Vinay is generally known for his batting. His forte is batting, not bowling, but he is being dealt severely by Vijay. This is what Vijay is known for. This is what his team expects from him, and he is delivering it big time today. That's a wide. There were three different balls on which the sixers were hit. The first one was a full toss, which was dispatched. The second one was a good length ball, and it was an extension of the front foot defense. The third one was a slightly short of good length, and that was dispatched again. And this is straight. This is hammered. This is brute power. What a shot that is! This is beautifully done. The ball did not rise more than 5 to 6 meters. What a shot that was! Flat as you can get. That was brute force. Not easy to hit the ball on the rise, just above the umpires and the bowler said. It's fabulous batting by this man. This man is known for. This is what is expected from him. Today, he is delivering. Vijay is known for his batting, big hitting. Vidyut and Vijay are the backbone of this batting lineup. Last time the captain was the one who was responsible for both their wins. Oh, cannot describe that ball. Just might have slipped out of his hands. Wanted to go for a slower one, and the umpire would say two wides. This is a very, very expensive over. Vinay is known for scoring runs. He's scoring runs this time, but for the opposite team. But that can happen against a batsman who is a very, very brutal attacking player. And when you have a couple of fielders shot, that can happen in Mumbai. If you're getting struck in traffic, generally does not happen in a Zoota tournament. Oh, that is beautifully done. What a shot that is. This is very unlike Vidyut. Vidyut generally muscles the ball. This time, he used all his finesse, but ball did not cross over. Just a single for that wonderful shot. The Somaya ground is known for its beautiful outfield. So very quick lightning outfield. Perhaps maybe a patch where it slowed down. The score after the end of 3 overs is 35. In fact, a couple of overs, not 3 overs even. So 7 runs in the first over, 28 in the second. Generally, Vidyut is the one who is the aggressor, and he is the one who takes majority of the strike. But Vijay has done it this time. Generally, Vijay starts off a little slowly, then he goes for his aggressive shots. Oh, that's what a shot that is. On the rise and beautifully done. That was just sides away. That's not an easy shot to execute. Hitting the ball into that mid-wicket cow corner. That is beautifully done. And unlike Vidyut's last innings where he was like going hammer and tongs for every ball, this time all shots of finesse and delicate. You could see the ball which was cut at point, and this one was also beautifully dealt with. So Vidyut has come with a different mindset today. The last time when we saw him in Lonavala, he was going after every ball and trying to thrash the middle of the ball. This time he's trying to middle the ball instead of breaking it into two parts, and that was beautifully done. Minimum effort and maximum result. That's what timing is more important than the power with which you use. And this man, even he enjoys hitting two in a row. Uh, Very unlike Vidyut. This is very good from him. When you have seen the World Cup matches, the unique feature of Virat's batting was after every boundary which was hit, more often than not, the next ball was a single. Generally, when you associate batsman hitting two consecutive sixes. What a shot! This is class. This is brilliant. Is it just over? Is it just over? Maybe a feet. Maybe a feet. Not more than that. Yes, a feet away from that rope. What a shot that was. This man looks in supreme touch. You might just see the first 100 of the International School Darts Tournament season 6.0. Zooters, generally, we have so many players. When you see a darts tournament scoring centuries, and this guy generally scores his 40s and 50s. Today, we might just see a big century from the big man. Yes, we might see this is monstrous. This is the farthest of all. What a shot. This man is putting up an exhibition. The Somaya ground is lit on fire on broad daytime. Just imagine, just imagine we are maybe 4:30, just around 5 o'clock. If it was during night time, this man is putting the ground on fire. Literally on fire. And that is beautifully done. That is beautifully done again. So not every ball has to go across the boundary. This man is just showing what he's capable of. People talk about Vijay's batting. He wasn't there for the first match. Then he came for the second match to Lonavala. And every time Vijay is in the team, they feel assured that this man can take care of things. Today, he's taken care of it more than enough. He's on 41 of just 11. And that's the first wicket. That is the first wicket. It was little close to the body. Some reprieve, some happiness for the bowling side. So out of nowhere, the first wicket falls of Vidyut. Vidyut's role today was just like Shubman Gill's role in World Cup. He was often the spectator with Rohit Sharma. The score is 53 in just 17 balls. They are going at a run rate of almost 18-19 runs per over. So Vidyut, he got a half century last time. This time, he departs early. So the man who has been in prime form in absence of Vijay, the batsman who won them their first match was Chirag. He was brilliant in both the matches, and he has come in to join. So 53 runs at the end of over number 3. That is brilliant batting. Run rate of 17.66 runs per over. That is humongous. And this man is on 41. Two boundaries and 5 sixes. That's the first dot delivery which he has played. Just imagine. And this man, Rajiv Hingu, he can be really, really dangerous. Seems to be a very innocuous bowler, but that's a beautifully hit shot again. Absolutely no chance. Just a few meters away the fielder was. Raju is not happy. Raju just wants to get him right. The score is 57 now. 57 for 1. We are into the fourth over. 57, 57. Abhi, that's a gift. That's a gift after Diwali. And that is very far. What a shot this is. And that's his 50. 51, in fact. 3 boundaries and 6 sixes. 14 balls, 50. That is wonderfully done. Just one dot delivery in it. One dot delivery. In fact, 2 dot deliveries. 2 dot delivery. Virat Kohli. Uh, he might just get a double even. He stays there for 15 overs. He might just get a double. We haven't seen a double in T20. But this man, if he stays there, he might just get close to 150 even. But Raju Hingu can claim this man. Take my word, he's a good bowler. No, not today. Not today. This is just fun time for this man. This is just fun time. This is almost like what Harsha Bhogle used to say, the school time when we were in the free periods. Nowadays, kids don't do it. The kids of 90s used to do it. The textbook cricket, where every time you have a 64 or a 46 or a 94 or a 96, you get a 4 or 6. That kind of batting this is. But this man is putting up an exhibition. He has executed every shot. He has played the ball down the ground. He has just hit the ball into the mid wicket area from the square leg. Long off, long on, every part. Only place where he has not found is the extra cover region. And this is straight to Rajiv and straight out. Was it a chance? Good effort by Rajiv. The score at the end of over number 4 is 69 for 1. This is just brutal batting. 17.25 runs per over. So Chirag would come on strike for the very first time. Chirag Shah. He was their go-to man in the first couple of matches. and he starts off with a cover drive straight to the fielder. He gets off the mark with a single, just leaning and hitting the ball into the covers. Look out, watch out for this man. He has already hit six sixes, six massive sixes. And maybe into that quadrant, I would say from square leg to long off. He's covered almost that 100-degree. And this is a gorgeous shot. This is just bisecting the two fielders and some football skills coming to fore over there. Score moves on to 70, and the major reason for this kind of ascendancy is the man at the non-striking end, Vijay. Vijay Singh. That's beautifully bowled and equally well played. Just knelt over it and for a single. Running between the wicket hasn't been that great because when you're getting runs at premium in boundaries and sixes, why would you run? Why would you just put your energy in running? This man can get it in big bunches, I would say, of boundaries and sixes. Watch out for another six. In fact, he plays it with a lot of respect. Some good bowling. Again, Babul. Babul, his forte is batting, not bowling, but he is doing the job for his team. He is putting up a great show. He was very good in the first match where he played. He made some 30 odd runs. This is short. This is smash. This is flat as you can get. What a shot. This is slightly towards the pitch is just slightly towards onside. That onside boundary is slightly short, I would say, comparing to the offside, and he's making full use of that shorter boundary over there. Brilliance, brilliance that was. Just one run. He moves on to 65 with that single. Yes, it's seven sixes overall. In fact, eight. I would not dodge one of his sixes. Three boundaries and eight sixes. So that is 8 6 48 plus 12. 60 runs in just boundary hitting in his total score of 65. So out of 65, he has got 5 singles and 11 balls. He has put them across the boundary. 79 in which Vijay has 65 of his own. Oh, let me just update you why there was a change in bowling. There is a pattern in which we say we have an over in which the batting team challenges the opposition for an over and they claim certain amount of runs. It is 10 this time. If they get those 10 runs in that over, they get 20 runs. If they don't, they get 0 or a zilch. So it would be a maiden or 20 runs. Let's see, it's a 10. That's the first time somebody has claimed 10 and 6 have been scored of the very first ball. What a guy this man is. This is fabulous batting. That's his ninth six. That's his ninth six. And with that sixer, he moves on to 71. So sixer of the very first ball and boundary of the second. This will go with a delicate touch, just rocked off the back foot and just delicately placed behind point for a fabulously carved boundary. Two balls, the challenge is done and dusted. Last time they had asked for 7, they got that. Today it was a 10. That's the first I am seeing a challenge of 10 runs being completed. 12 was asked in one of the occasions last year and they reached 11. That was so heartbreaking. It was 10 today and it was completed in just a couple of balls. For people, those who are unaware of what exactly happened, those 10 runs were scored in the first couple of balls. So those 10, they were doubled and added to the team tally of 20 runs. So that from 79, the score has leapfrogged to 99. Vijay from 65 has gone to 75. So 75 runs of the 85 legitimate runs, which would say 10 runs were added as a challenge over. This man has got 85 runs of those, if you want to add it that way. 85 out of 99. So just 14 runs have been scored by the other guys, and 99 runs of the 99 runs, 85 runs have been scored by the man standing at the non-striking end. 85% of the runs. That's the kind of percentage. In fact, was we saw the other day it was 98% of the runs being scored by Glenn Maxwell in that match. Straight to the fielder and straight through him, through his legs for a fabulously hit boundary. He's in good touch. This man has been in good touch. Vijay Singh is all about power. Vidyut is all about squashbuckling hits, boundaries and sixes. But this man has plays with a lot of finesse, and he's enjoying his batting. You can almost sense a captain enjoying his batting. All the 3 matches he has played his part significantly well. That is beautifully done again. This would be just a single though. Good footwork on display. It's not always dancing down the ground, rocking off the back foot, shuffling across, swiveling across. That is a sign of a very good batsman with good footwork. But this man, with or without footwork, has been just so deadly today. Strike rate of 300, 25 balls, 75 runs with 9 sixes. 9 sixes and 4 boundaries. Will he go to the double digits? Yes, he will. What a shot! This is long. This is big. This is endangering the cars over there. Yes, most of them are insured. Their insurance is still intact. Or what a shot that was. This is smashed down the ground. One thing this man is doing is he is making the whole sack of balls going empty. Vijay Singh in some deadliest move. 10 sixes for this man. And that's the first leave of the day for him. Third dot delivery. This is again played with a lot of fin. What a shot. This is off the back foot. This is another boundary. This is squashbuckling hitting. 28 balls. And this guy has got 85 runs. And for a change, he plays it with soft hands. 29 balls, 85. This man is going nuts with his batting. He has got a strike rate of exactly 300. And the score at the end of over number 7 is unbelievable, 114 for 1. Oh, this is so good. Cricket is a team sport, and when your other batsman is going great guns like Vijay is, you will have to give him the maximum strike. He has kept the major strike. He's on 80, 85 of 29 deliveries. That's again easily done straight to the fielder. He moves on to 86, 30 ball and 86 runs. In fact, he gets a brace. Moves on to 87. What a shot. This is beautifully done. The ball just carved away as he hit the ball. Such was the brute force it was hit with. With that boundary, he goes into the 90s now. 91 to be precise. 91 in just 31 balls. That is super hitting. Watch out for this man. Forget about the team 100. We individual 100. We do not get a team 100 also in the 7th over. This is for the very first time I'm covering many matches over here. I've seen a team coming close to 100 in the 7th over. This is carved away. This is good footwork. Just one run. The score moves on to 92 for Vijay. And the team score is 122. Can you believe we are into the 8th over? Good work by the fielder in the covers. That's a good over for a change. We haven't seen boundaries or sixes hit in this over so far. That would be the only over, the first over and this over, the eighth over, where no boundaries have been hit. That is very good over. Which so Harry, he bowls it well. 122 for one at the end of over number 8. So Anand would have the only, uh, I would say, a distinction of beating Vijay Singh today. That's the first time he has been beaten today, and he has been smashed the very next ball, straight down the ground for a single though. So Anand should take some happiness from it, some encouragement from it. He could beat Vijay, so that was the only ball in which he was beaten for the day. He moves on to 93 with that single. 93 of 34 balls. That is smashed off the back foot straight into that fielder at covers. He is 2 hits away from getting a fascinating, scintillating, squashbuckling, sensational century. And just 1 hit away now. What a shot! The ball is just curving away with that shot. And take my word, he's just using 20% of the strength he has. That is so beautifully done. So he's just moving away. He started from mid square leg to mid wicket to cow corner to long on to straight down the ground to long off. He moves on to 99. 99 of just 35 balls. And we might just see the first 100 of the international school that's season. That's it. What a shot. That will take him to his 100. 100 of just 36 balls, is it? 36 balls. Shahid Afridi got it in 37. This guy has got it in 36 balls. What a player. Vijay Singh, 36 ball 100 for this man. That record stood for 11, 12 years, many years though. And this man has got it now. 36 balls 100. 100, 36 balls. Just one run with that single. Chirag is playing a very good role though. Chirag, last time he was the aggressor, he was the major scorer. In absence of Vijay and Vidyut, scored a half century, but it was Chirag who was responsible for both their wins. He was man of the match in one of the matches, and today it is the roles are reversed now. With that single, he gives the strike back. This is the unique feature of his batting. Every time he has got strike, he has given strike back to Vijay and allowed him to play freely. So this is nicely manufactured. So 133 for 1. Vijay is on strike. He's on 100. That is carved away. What a shot. But Rajiv, he is the one who actually does his part really well. Let it be batting, bowling, or fielding. This man is a very good reader of the game. He understands the game well and he bowls really well and is really competitive. And batting wise, he's the one who can hold his end. So, a player who is a complete package. This is beautifully done. Straight to the fielder, and he has managed to stop it somehow. This has been good by Harry, though. Probably the only bowler who has not been hit for a boundary or a sixer. He has been hit for one boundary, in fact. The first over and the eighth over were the most economical ones. Will he be hit for a boundary or a sixer? No, he won't be. This is good bowling. Just keeping it straight and simple at times works out well. And it's not doing anything fancy, just putting the ball in the right areas and bowling the difficult length where the batsman finds it difficult to get under the ball, or it's not that short to be pulled or swiveled or hooked, and not that full which can be hacked into that long off or long on area. This is good bowling. Chirag, he would favor the cover drive, and that's his area. That's his area. In fact, this time he plays it in the point region for a single. Some parity in the last few balls. 137 runs at the end of the first half of the innings. 10 overs, 137 for 1, and just 5 runs. This is the most economical over. The first over went for 7 runs, and the 10th over has gone for 5 runs. And what has happened between is complete carnage. 120 runs in just 8 overs. So 137 is what they have managed in the first 10 overs. One man who can get you the breakthrough is this man on your screen. He is their most experienced bowler, and generally is known for picking wickets, bowling some tight overs. Today is the time for him to do that. And talking about his fitness, his love for the game, passion for the game, it is unparalleled. Rajiv Ingu. That is carved away straight to the fielder. Kumar's there, Kumar Adnani. Generally, he keeps wicket. It is Binoy who is doing that. And he is doing a good job though. Binoy batted well in the last match when he played and scored those crucial runs for his team, 40 odd runs. Off the back foot for a single. This is beautifully done. What a shot this is. That is a Klassen special. Generally, you have seen many batsmen playing this year. Henrik Klassen, the way he just shuffles across and hacks the ball into that mid-wicket cow corner has been the unique feature of this year's batting. Henrik Klassen has been one of the best batsmen in T20 cricket. He displayed some good innings in the World Cup as well. This was his favorite shot, and Vijay has exactly replicated that shot. Yeah, that is outside the off stump. That is the second time he has been beaten. This was wide outside the off stump. And the only time, maybe 4-5 dot deliveries, not more than that. This man is looking good for a double hundred. You take my word, he has got a century. He hasn't looked tired at all. He has conserved his energy, hasn't run those quick doubles or singles. And this would be another single. Chirag has been doing his part though. He also wants to hit a few boundaries. He's a batsman who would score a lot of boundaries, not a six hitting machine. 147, 10 runs in that over. Vijay Singh is on 109, Chirag Shah is on 15. So Kumar Adnani comes into bowl now. Generally, we see him batting, we see him keeping wickets. He's a very aggressive opening batter and a good wicket keeper. Today he'll do the job with the ball in his hand. Not like this. That would be a gift. This man was itching to go for boundaries. This was a gift for him. He was slightly getting frustrated for not hitting a boundary. This would just help him out. There is where you need to read a batsman. Last 4, 5, 6 balls, he was just scoring singles. He wanted to hit boundaries. There is where you can get batsmen like Chirag out because they do not want to go without a boundary in 5, 6 balls. They would like to put in lace in one boundary in between those singles. We might just see 2 in 2 now. You have seen a boundary, you might see a second one coming up. Maybe towards fine leg or square leg. Watch out for a short ball. No, outside the off stump. This one was not well fielded though. Just one run. With that single, the score moves on to 150 to 150 breached in the 12th over. Vijay Singh is looking focused. Focused for 150. Focused for a double hundred even. They have not bowled extras. And very few balls have reached the wicketkeeper also today. Because most of the balls either have been put across the boundary or put for runs. And this is beautifully done. Just put his foot ahead and got a good base and hit it nicely. The ball reached very slow and there is where this shot becomes special. with that slow pace to adjust to that pace to manufacture a shot and hit it across the mid wicket cow corner, it requires some skill and a lot of patience. This is gift. This is gift after Diwali. What a shot this is. Easily done. That's not a good ball, but that is what Vijay wants. Vijay has got a couple of balls where he has hit boundaries of some very easy balls, maybe three sixes. But other than that, he has converted some good balls and hit them for boundaries or six. Not that he has manufactured or fabricated or engineered any shot. He has played the ball in the direction where it is supposed to go. He has not hacked it from outside the off stump and deposited over mid wicket, or not played inside or hit it in the covers, or just swiveled or shuffled across and played the shot. He has played proper technical shots and all good looking. See the way he stands now, he takes his pose, and the low back lift, the unique feature of batsmen of 90s. You will not find them. He wanted to hoik it into that square leg region. We'll just wait for the umpire signal. Maybe an under edge, or would be three wides. Those are three wides. Very few wides they have bowled. They have bowled with a lot of discipline, but they have given them some easy hitting balls as well. Kumar, this is easily done. Easily done. Just we are not into a cricketing ground right now. We are playing in some golf course. The course is just maybe 3 kilometers away from this place. This man is just enjoying the green pastures of this beautiful Somaya ground, and he has explored almost all corners with his wonderful batting. He might be a very good golfer. Many cricketers have taken up golf. Ajit Agarkar is one of them. Kapil Dev, Yuvraj Singh, they enjoy golf. And this man, when he stops playing cricket, might be a very good golfer. The way he's hitting the balls is so good to watch. And he might go one more. 2 in 2 maybe. And that was ball with a lot of anger. But that will just swivel. Oh, this is. Is it taken? No. Yes, it is being taken. Very good catch by Vinay. And out of nowhere, the ball outside the off stump. What an innings by this man. He gets out at the score of 125 of just 45 balls. He was looking all set for a double hundred. That would have been history created. A batsman hitting a double century in a darts tournament. That would have been the first in this tournament in the 6th edition. But this is one of the finest innings you would see. Sarfaraz has played many innings like this. But this man was looking all set for a double hundred. But out of nowhere, in that extra cover region, Vijay Singh gets out after scoring a scintillating 125 runs of just 45 balls, laced with 7 boundaries and 14 fabulous sixes. What a player. A complete team man with his traditional yellow cap has got colors to this innings. In fact, only one color of Vijay Singh in this wonderful innings. This has been an exhibition of power hitting. He probably got one of the best fielders. Vinay is one of their most athletic fielders, and that wasn't an easy catch. Moving towards his left, where the ball was moving with great pace, it was hit with a lot of force, and low down, it is a good catch in any standards. If ever he wanted to sway a one-sided innings, an innings laced with one batsman dominating the whole scorecard. We saw Maxwell on the other day, which cannot be matched by anyone, hasn't been matched by anyone. And for this darts tournament, this was that Maxwell kind of innings. What a player. He scored almost 80% of the runs of his team. And 162, you take out the challenger runs. 162 and 125, you have your max right. It is almost getting 80% of the runs of the team, which is good. That would bring some parity to the innings. And the man who has got his wicket is Kumar. Rajiv Hingu comes in attack now. And some parity to the innings now. This will change. The whole complexion of the game would change now. It would be back to normal stuff now because he was playing in different level, Vijay Singh. And that is the reason they say Vidyut and Vijay are their two crucial batsmen. And he is their marquee player, he is their main player, he is their champion batsman, and he proved every classification of his right today. That is beautiful, leader off the back foot. And there's Vinay over there. Vinay has been the one man army over there. He took the brilliant catch and again some good fielding over there. He's the only man patrolling that whole area over there from extra covers to the point. And the previous catch, very few people expected him to reach over there, to reach there and take that catch low down just a cup, maybe half a feet away from the ground. That was beautifully done. And of a player who was looking in prime form, that was indeed good fielding. This is good bowling. Perhaps this they should have tried before. It's a true pitch. The ball is coming beautifully. Of the 5 wickets which we have, this is of the extreme right. Maybe the second, not the extreme right, the second wicket. And this looks a very good wicket to bat on. The wicket and the outfield has been the USP of this ground. And it looks out to be one of the picture like the grounds which are there in some good places like the hill stations like the Dharamshala and all. It has some good scenic beauty around it. Off the back foot, they take the first one quickly. Some parity to the innings now. They were going at a very indifferent rate. Now things are back to parity. People are playing some normal cricket now. Vijay Singh was dealing in boundaries and sixes. Now it is more of singles. That is beautifully bowled by Rajiv. One thing about Rajiv, he will be always competitive. He will be always in the game. The score at the end of over number kitna? Over number 13 is 180 for the loss of 2 wickets. That is beautifully hacked away. What a shot this is. This the Chirag will take the role of Vijay. He may not be able to suffice what Vijay did, but he can take the mantle of being the aggressor over there, taking the scoring ahead. Not the other batsman who is come over there is less impactful or maybe of less quality, but he has to take the responsibility of scoring some quick runs. This has been the pattern which the successful teams follow. The batsman who is set in there, he takes the role of the aggressor. Chirag has done exactly that. What a good shot that was. You might see sixes being hit now. This man will manufacture and fabricate few boundaries. Chirag. Off the back foot into the covers. That has been his major area of scoring, and this man has been really good though. Good work. Only man patrolling that area. Vinay. The opening batter has salvaged some grace for them by taking Vijay's wicket, and some reprieve, in fact a big reprieve for all of them. Harish is bowled well. This is again hacked away. And good work by the fielder over there. Just a single. Now some risk being taken by the batsman Chirag. Now previously he was playing the ball close to the body. Now this time he has started taking a few chances. He has to, because We're coming to the last quadrant of this innings. That is beautifully done by Harshit. He takes the first one quickly. Will they go for the second? No, they don't. Amongst all that assault which was there on the other bowlers, this man has stood tall. Harish, was one of the first to arrive at the ground, and some extra effort being put into that ball. And Vinay, the lone ranger over there, in fact, even he would not be able to stop that one. He has a lot of territory to cover, almost 20-25 meters to stop that one from going over. That goes for another boundary. So 192 is what the score is. We are in the 14th over, the last ball. That's nicely done. Straight to Kumar. The score at the end of over number 14 is 193 for 2. Chirag is looking good, and Harshit also is giving him in good company. Chirag is 35 of just 27 balls with 4 boundaries, 193 for 2 at the end of over number 14. Outside the off stump and will be called a wide. Off the back foot, this would be a boundary. Good effort by the fielder over there. He just managed to put some body behind it, but that would be just a single for a fabulous shot. Good work by the fielder over there. He saved 3 runs for his team. Diving towards his left, he managed to get something behind it. That is a very indifferent shot. Just carved into that offside area. Just 1 run. With that single, the score will move on to 195, 196 for 2. That was way too short. That is smashed for another boundary. That was a gift way too short to bowl. That was an invitation to be hit. And he moves on to 40 and with 5 boundaries. He's a boundary hitting machine. And that would be his third big score in the 3 matches which he has played. Every match he has played, he has scored well. That's a very big no ball. Would be a free hit. 201 is what the score is. Oh my god, 2 and 2. And free hit continued. That is beautifully hit, but there is protection over there. So the free hit just goes for a single. 203 for 2. That was the first fault shot of the innings, I would say. They haven't played that many fault shots. That was one of them. 204 at the end of over number 15. We are looking at 250, 260, probably 270 even. He has bowled well, Harish. Harry, as they call him fondly. 27 runs he has conceded in 3.1 overs, which he has bowled so far, and not more than 2 3 boundaries. And that is a good distinction to have when every other bowler was being hit for boundaries and sixes. He has managed to keep it down. He wanted to hoik it over the mid wicket, just 1 run. Straight to the fielder. With this 1 run, the score moves on to 207. 207. He has bowled well. He has bowled with distinction. He has bowled with some precision. and he has bowled his heart out over there. Uh, Just as I appreciate, he bowls a very, very bad ball. Fortunately for him, the ball has gone straight to the fielder. That can happen. Good balls can go for boundaries, inside edges can go for boundaries. Some at times bad balls can give you wickets as well. Uh, 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 he wanted to go big, Harshit. He's itching to get boundaries now. And every time you try and put some extra effort and try to do something extra, there is where you falter. That's what they say. You need to put the right kind of energy into anything. Nothing extra is needed. At times, more. This is beautifully hacked, though. This is one bounce straight to the fielder for a single. So he has been trying to hit that ball into that mid wicket cow corner. This time he decided to go into that square leg region. The score at the end of this over is 209 for the loss of 2 wickets. Just 5 runs in that Harry's final over. His figures read 4 overs, 31 runs, which is not bad at all. This over and he got a new car today and his first ride was to the ground. Can you imagine? Such great passion for the game. The first ride of a new Mercedes straight to the ground. This is how much the game is important for them. So Ruchit is their major player who bats well, who bowls well, and Ruchit's first inning, this bowling they might have missed. He got stuck in the traffic. Imagine people going to their favorite destination while taking a new car. This man has got a new car, and his first ride is straight to the Somaya ground in the Zooters International School Darts tournament. And that was beautifully hit. And CK hits a fabulously crafted boundary, bisecting the two fielders, one in the mid wicket and the other one in the cow corner, for a fabulously hit boundary. A lot of pace on that ball. He took advantage of it and hit a fabulous boundary. He moves on to 47. That was his sixth boundary. 36 ball, 47. That is so very well bowled. Just cramped him for space. Will they go for the second? Yes, they will. There is Kumar, but he will not be able to stop them from going for a second one. Some urgency being displayed over there because they want to get close to 250 now. The last over was just 5 runs, a boundary, and a couple of runs. That is smashed. That is very well hit, but straight to the fielder. There has been fielding which is beefed up over there, and that's his 50 of just 38 balls. Chirag gets another 50. In the three matches, he has been successful in all three of them. What a shot! This is hacked. This would be going one bounce straight to the fielder. Another couple of Harshit. The par is just lying. This is the longest part of the ground, I would say. The wicket is on the extreme right. That's the second wicket. There are five beautiful wickets which are displayed. So longer part of the boundary. This is nicely carved away. Just running on the throw. Chirag is a very good runner. The score at the end of this over is 2 to 1 for 2. Vinay has been the lone ranger. Even he cannot stop it from going over. Another boundary for CK. He has been in supreme touch. When you talk about consistency, when you talk about playing some good innings, this man has done it. Oh, this is smashed. He has scored a lot of boundaries. This would be his first sixer. Chirag is just playing in the fifth gear now. And he's playing a proper inning. He started off with singles, he started off with doubles, giving some good company to the batsman who was playing well, who was set. And after his downfall, this man has taken the. This is not a good shot though. This is not nicely timed and this has been dropped. Some good fortune. He did everything right, came under the ball, judged it really well, and just the ball popped out at the last moment. That can happen. They fielded well. That was the first mistake. That is smashed. That is hit with a lot of power straight down the ground for a single. He's trying to muscle the balls now. The previous 8-6 which was nicely timed on. That full swing of the bat, that middling the ball, Vijay was doing it beautifully. That was a quicker one though. That is nicely done. Beautifully done. What a shot that is. Swept away with a lot of finesse. The ball has just dropped over there. A lot of work for Ruchit. And all that good shot just for a couple of runs. 236 at the end of over number 18. 14 runs away from getting to that 250 run mark. That is another hit. Good work by the fielder over there. That was boundary return it all over it. He has done a good job of saving a couple of runs. Suchit bowling his second over. A couple of runs of the very first ball up. He might just pick a couple of wickets. Suchit, watch out. That is smashed. That is hit with a lot of power, and that would go for a very well hit boundary. He's hitting one of the better bowlers for boundaries. That is played very well off the back foot. Straight to Vinay, who just for a single. He has been their best fielder for the day. They're slowly and gradually moving towards that 250 mark. Huh. That is so very well bowled. He was completely beaten, and they get a couple for that shot. The score with that brace moves on to 245. They are inching closer to that 250, and 9 balls remaining in this innings. In fact, 8 of them. That was so nicely bowled, but unfortunately, the ball goes for 4 byes. He wanted to play the scoop shot, the ram shot, or whatever you call it. A batsman missed it, the wicketkeeper missed it, and it has gone for 4 byes. 249 is what the score is. Will he hit a boundary to get to that 250 mark? That was way too wide. 250 with a wide. Good bowling by Suchit. Bowling that perfect Yorker. The score at the end of the over number 19 is 250. 14 runs of that Suchit over. This is beautifully hit. This is how you play a proper innings. This man is playing an ideal innings. The way he was hitting the ball, the way he was taking those singles initially, hitting those boundaries with a lot of finesse, then he has upped the ante in the 15th over. And over number 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, this man has been just smothering the ball. This is nicely bowled though. A lot of experience into that bowling. Slower delivery. He wants strike. He wants the strike. Everybody would be loving to have the strike in the last over. Harshit also would like to add some runs to his tally. He has got 19 of 18 balls. He was trying and itching to get boundaries. Hasn't been successful. Strike back to Chirag though. Chirag, he is on 75. He has played a clinical tournament, I would say. Every match, he has looked impregnable. He has not given any chances to the opposition. And this is smashed. This is very high. Does it have the distance? This is beautifully held. Good catch. Is it Babul over there? He takes it easily. And a very good innings of 75. At both this innings, 75 and 125. 200 runs between these two guys. And a wonderful innings comes to an end. This 48 ball 75. He had got one sixer in it and a lot of boundaries. In fact, 9 boundaries in that innings. He got a couple of gifts of full tosses which he hit for boundaries, but other than that, he played a very good knock. Unfortunately for him, that was the longest part of the ground. When you are talking about bowling from the highway end, this boundary is slightly further away. So couple of balls remaining, and they have got to a very huge score. In fact, that's the highest score of the DATS tournament in the sixth edition, 256. Make it 257. The last ball, and 258 is what. In fact, 259 it might be. Yes, 259 is what they managed. 260 is the target. And the first match of this season in the Sumaya ground, a massive 259 scored, courtesy 125 runs of just 47 balls of Vijay Singh and 48 ball 75 from Chirag. The 200 runs scored between them, and it's going to be a humongous task for Suchit and for Binoy and for Kumar to get those runs. And even Babul's there to play. Let's see. These guys won their first two encounters. It was courtesy of this man. Amrish bowled really good first few overs actually. In fact, he bowled all his 4 overs in that spell. He was really good. Both the opening bowlers, they bowled very well. That opening spell won that second match for them. First match they won with their batting. The second match, it was a modest kind of total. Great bowling by the two opening bowlers won the match for themselves. And these two are their premier batters, Suchit and Vinay. 259, 260 is a big target. Forget about the score. They were short of few key players. They were short of few players, in fact, the playing 11. Suchit was really good in the first encounter. Will he follow the suit? And he starts off with a bang. What a shot. One bounce into the fence. He once gives one back. This is going to be a highlights package when Suchit is on show. We need to see some hits being given back actually. It's always good to see a contest. Will have Yazad also coming to bowl after this. Yazad almost looks like a kid himself. He's a verified father. That's what he told last year. His kid is in maybe junior or senior KG. And he's playing for his team. This is his first tournament. This is super hitting. Pure power play hitting. But just one run. There is protection over there. Two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. One is into that covers and region, and the other one, the third man. In fact, the fine leg. Just wait for the umpire signal. That would be a bye. That's down the leg side. Suchit was looking really good. The last match where he played, he got out 30, 40 runs, 30 odd runs in just 11, 12 balls. And he was looking really good. He hit a few big sixes in that ground in Lonavala. He has to follow the suit in the ground over here in Somaya. That is nicely hit. This would be another boundary. Good power play batting. And will this go all the way? Yes, it will just trickle down. In fact, it just stops over there for a single. One run added to the total. That's a big one. And oh, he drops it. Reprieve for Suchit. His son is there to watch his match again. And Yazadi is a very good fielder. He drops a dolly. The score at the end of over number 1. It started off with a boundary and it has ended up with a drop chance. 1 over 10 runs, and Suchit is looking good, and he might be the one who might just add to some entertainment on this wonderful day. International School Nats Tournament, International Schools Nats Tournament, and 28 teams, 7 groups. This is one of the groups where we have some very good teams. BD Royals also is one of our better teams, but right now they are at the wrong end of the result. Courtesy some massive hitting by Vijay Singh was simply superb today. Yazad, he was brilliant in the first 2 matches. He was really good. And that's a ball which is fetched quite outside the off stump. Watch out for Suchit. Watch out there for that extra cover region for a boundary. Yes, the extra cover region exploited, but there is protection over. There is some good field placement. This was the unique feature of their innings. So you watch out for the previous match. They had placed the fielders, and every ball was going. All good shots were going straight to the fielders. Yazad and Amrish, all good shots were going straight to the fielders. That's Vinay on strike. He is one of those traditional opening batters. He will play some proper technical shots and just dance down the ground. Vinay was out for a blob in the first match. He was out without scoring runs. This is great bowling. He's one of the these two in fact are one of two good opening pairs in the whole group. They're best opening bowlers of all the 4 teams which we have on display in this group. And Yazad has been really successful. Ambrish was the one who was the more influencer in the first match. This man also has bowled well, given him good company and taken some crucial wickets. And he says he likes to bowl and swing the ball away. David Willey is one of his favorite bowlers. And David Willey, what a fantastic career he had. And he ended it on a high and was man of the match in the last match which he played for his team and for the World Cup. So left arm bowlers have their this unique attribute for themselves. They can have a leap, jump, and they deliver the ball with a lot of effort, taking the ball away from the batters and sometimes taking it back in. Just have a look at him, close look at him. He just checked the shot, and the half check goes for a boundary. That's what we call timing. He just checked the shot. It was timed so well. The ball just paraded away from him for a timed boundary, I would say. Not the direction in which he wanted. The score at the end of over number 2 is 15 runs without loss. Suchit wanted to just hammer it into that covers region. They got the field right for Suchit. They have the fielder, the sweeper in the offside. They also have the sweeper on the leg side to field us in the right direction. For Vinay, they would rather have a third man or a fine leg. Both third man and fine leg are in. He checks his shot, played with soft hands. We went across and Amrish, that's what he does. Just bowls it within the stumps and Suchit is out. He was the danger man. He would have given us some entertainment. Unfortunately, gets out. Today, in the first match, he was in cruise mode. He got a Mercedes today, but his batting wasn't at that pace. Stuttered and stopped, and he gets out. It was a very schedule for him. He gets out, but he looked in great touch in the first match. This time, not so good shot, and he gets out in the process of getting some big runs. What a shot! They've got this player right for him. That was a chance, but that will just speed away for maybe a couple of runs. In fact, it goes for a boundary. A fortuitous boundary. Up and over for a single. Vinay, he's looking good. He needs to find a few boundaries. Yazad and Amrish, they have been a brute force in this tournament. So 3 matches in a row, they have performed well. Very beautifully played. He is a good player, Babul, and he was very effective in the first match which he played. The strike rate is a concern for him at times, but he can change gears as and when required. That's what I was talking. What a shot this is! Beautiful, fantastic, graceful, elegant as you can get. What a shot! The dads driving around, very rarely do we see that in a dads tournament. Yazad is one of those young dads, and he has a lot of energy. The first match, he was literally on fire. He bowled so well. Not that quick and pacey today, but still bowling with a lot of energy. Lonavala, he was just blowing like a flubber ball over. He was just fabulous to watch. He wanted to pull it, not the ideal shot, but the misconnection will take it over in the mid wicket cow corner region for a boundary. So 34 for 1 is what the score is. Amrish, that's what he does. He bowls his spell all 1 run. He's found it difficult, Vinay, to get a few boundaries in. Scored with that single, moves on to 36 now, 36 for 1. He plays some delightful shots. This man on your screen, Babul. And that's what I was talking about. This time just over Yazad. In fact, it's not Yazad. Just over that fielder at mid on, and another boundary for him. Oh, this is beautifully hit again into that wideish long off region for a single. The score moves on to 41. Babul is looking good. He was looking good in the first match even. Unfortunately, the results are not with them. 4.5 overs, 40 runs on the scorecard. The target seems to be a long, long way away. They should go for it. They should make a dash for it. Suchit was the one who could have been good for them. Binoy is also a good batter who played really well in the first match which he played. Babul looks good. Vinay, he can change gears. That's what I was talking. What a shot this is. Beautiful footwork up and over into the extra cover region for a fantastic fabricated boundary. Thank you. Of the power play. Generally, these two bowlers, Yazad and Amrish, they bowl in the power play. Rajiv comes in to bowl the last over. Oh, what a good shot that is. Straight to the fielder. What a good shot that is. Beautifully fabricated, but just for a single, such a good shot. Anything towards his right or left could have got him a boundary. Good footwork on display by Babul. Unfortunately, Vijay Singh's batting was such. It's just taken the match away from him. He has outbatted him, the team, with this 47 ball, 71, 125. This is nicely hit. This will again be stopped by Azad. He is just a live wire over there. Is it Azad? Yes, it is, I think. What a shot this is. As elegant as you can get. But will it go all the way? That's the only question. It goes for a fantastic cover drive. You might have seen a lot of boundaries and sixes being hit by Vijay Kumar and the other batter, that was Chirag. But this man, he's putting his best foot forward. Played with soft hands for a single. The score moves on to 52 with that single. 52 for 1. It's a huge total. 260 is not a target which they can surpass. They understand that. But playing the ball according to its merit, enjoying every moment of it on this wonderful ground. This is the opening encounter of this season on this particular ground. They should be enjoying it. We have another squashbuckling batsman, Bakhtiar, who has just come in. He enjoys hitting boundaries and sixes. He is the one I have seen every time I've covered him. I've seen him hitting a half century, and he enjoys his batting. Last time it was Lonavala, the ground on which he scored his half century, where I saw him, and also in Pune. So this guy scores half centuries for fun. Let's see what he does in the match just after this one. So Babul, any question about his strike rate? Any question about him not being able to score quickly? Have been just erased. He is batting with fabulous touch. He has got four boundaries and all beautiful ones. Two down the ground, one into the covers. The last one into the covers was the best one. He is putting his own. Forget about Vijay Singh's innings. Forget about innings by Chirag Shah. This man is holding his own. Vijay Singh's innings was a special one, a different one, a differentiator between the two teams. But this man also is the one who is showing his class. This is beautiful hit. What a shot again, straight into that mid-wicket cow corner region. What a good shot. Just swiveling across, just hacked it into that square leg region for another boundary. He has got 26 of 14. This is again some scintillating stuff by this man. They could have got a couple, but just a one. It's looking good. 27 runs he has got of just 15 deliveries. Five beautiful boundaries for Babul. Just love the way he bats. He might just get a 50 or maybe a 70-80 runs. He has a lot of time for it. What a shot! This is cracked. This is a wonderful hit on the knees and a slog swept for a fantastic boundary by Bina. He's showing his class, this man. Missed out on the first match, got out for a blob. He's making up for it. He wanted to go the other way, hit the ball into that square leg mid wicket region. Now he wanted to go into the covers. So horizontal shots, a very good slog sweep, and then following it with an extra cover shot. That is so beautiful. What a shot this is. Off the back foot, it takes a lot of effort to hit that ball, especially with the two fielders over there. Wonderful hitting by Vinay, just showing his class. Forget about the score, forget about the target. You should enjoy your cricket and you should play some nice shots. India versus New Zealand. New Zealand were never in frame till the 20th over. Nobody expected them to go close. But whenever you get into a partnership, you gradually do your stuff. You are bound to come closer. And once you are in that range, miracles do happen. So do not discount any team. Do not discount any partnership. The more time they spend over there, the more boundaries they hit like this. You never know. You absolutely never know. This is again the beautifully hit, but there is protection over there. The sweeper just restricting it to a single. With that single, the score will move on to 66 at the end of over number 7. Babul looks good on 27. So does Vinay. He is also on 27. Bowling Raju Kumar, he bowled really well in the first over, which he bowled. Comes in to bowl his second over. He bowled the last over of the power play. Vinay, he has hit two wonderful boundaries in the previous over. Let's see whether he continues with his good form. He has got 27 runs in 20 balls. He went down the ground and two consecutive balls. One of the back foot, then again of the front foot he is beaten. This one kept a little low, the previous one bounced a little. So variation in pace, variation in bounce for this man. Especially the way he has pitched the ball, the previous one. That is nicely carved. Straight to the fielder again though. 3 balls in a row. Oh my god. Is it catastrophe? Yes it is. He was looking so good, Babul. He gets out, run out. He would be absolutely aghast. He would be absolutely devastated. He was looking so good. He gets out. So that was a second wicket. He was looking good though. He got out. Generally, the half volleys or the very short deliveries are the ones on which you get this kind of runouts. The non-striker absolutely feels there has to be a run on it, and that's what happened. He was sent back. 3 balls, 3 dots in a row. In fact, 4 dots in a row now. Rajiv has bowled really well. Change in line, change in length, change in pace. 4 dot balls against Vinay, who was looking good in the previous over. He's hit a couple of boundaries. Wonderful bowling. 5 dot deliveries in a row against Vinay, who was just looking good in the previous 2 overs. He was hitting all kind of shots. He has been hauled by some good bowling. So 1 run and a run out of Babul in that over. In fact, it's a no ball, so couple of runs. One more ball to go. It's going to be a free hit. And the free hit not taken full advantage of. 3 runs and a wicket of Babul in that over was looking so good. And his innings was curtailed by that run out. So 69 for 2 at the end of over number 8. They are going at a run rate of 8.5 runs per over. This is so very well bowled. This is the strength of this team. They have fantastic bowling lineup. He was hit for a couple of boundaries, Nimish, but he was one of the premier bowlers in the previous encounter. Watch out for this man. He was the man of the match. Hit of the back foot. It was Chirag and this man who starred in those 2 wins. He was hit for a couple of boundaries by Vinay, both sides of the wicket. You are looking so. And that is his third attempt to go for a boundary. He has already hit a couple of boundaries against Nimish. This is nicely hit again straight to the fielder, but straight through him again. 1 run added to the total. Binoy looked good in that first encounter. He's looking good again. Straight to the fielder at point for a single. Beautifully flighted by Nimish. It's not always about pushing the ball quickly or bowling with a lot of pace. It's always some flight and gile at times which can fetch you wickets. The score at the end of over number 9 is 73 for the loss of 2 wickets. 12-run challenge. They have taken a challenge of a dozen runs. Vijay completed a challenge of 10 runs in just 2 balls. And this is good. This is good, courageous batting. They have a mountain to climb. Why not take a bigger challenge to surpass a small hill of 12 runs? In fact, of 24 runs. The score is 73. The score might go to 97. And they have taken a challenge against Amrish, who is one of the premier bowlers. Maybe not the right choice to have a bowler who has been one of the most successful bowlers. 5 balls and 12. They need 3 boundaries to get the challenge done. 4 balls, 11 to win the challenge over. Oh, that is very well bowled. A fantastic Yorker. 3 balls, and they need 3 boundaries. He is a super fielder over there, Azad, with that single. 2 balls and 10. A sixer and a boundary would do. They need a boundary of this ball. This is beautifully hit, but there is protection. And he stepped down, so height won't be a factor. 1 ball and 9 to get. So they did not come even close to the 12 runs which they had set. So it would be a maiden 74 runs at the end of over number 10. In fact, 73 runs. 187 needed in the next 10 overs. 18.7 runs per over. A very, very difficult task. Mohsin comes into ball, and Mohsin. I just mistook him for Mohsin. Jinesh bowls it with his both arms going across, just like Harbhajan Singh had that Bhangra type of like initial steps. Just to see, blows his hands away, gets them together and bowls it well. What a shot down the ground. Yazad's there. Yazad's a very safe fielder for them. Jinesh, he also bowled well in the previous match where he had those important contributions. Oh, this is handsome. This is wonderful. 2 runs added to the total. This is beautiful ahead. There is Yazad. Oh, even Yazad misses out. That was hit with so much power. That was the only time he faltered, and the ball has just tipped over the boundary. Even the best of the fielders, they do commit mistakes. That was the prime example of that. This guy has fielded all throughout really well in the tournament. He missed out on a straightforward chance. It was hit with a lot of force. It deserved a boundary, that shot. And he gets cleaned up. Good fortune on one ball. The next ball he gets out. Missed just the line of the ball. It was bowled a little slow. Jinesh gets a Vinay who was looking good. Binoy will be the next man in. Binoy is the new man in. Binoy is a new man in. Bharat and Binoy will have the responsibility of taking this forward. Two Bs over there. And that's a big appeal, and that's the first ball duck for the man who was really a good contributor in the previous encounter. He played really well in the match over there in Lonavala. Gets out on a straightforward ball, caught right in front of the wickets. A full toss. He wasn't happy with the side today. Many players reporting little late. But this man is a real fighter. Unfortunately, today he gets out on a blob. First ball duck for Binoy. A very passionate cricketer. Not his day today. So Mohsin comes into ball now. So Jinesh would be on hat trick with the next time when he comes into bowl. The next over, the very first over, the last two balls, he has got 2 wickets in 2 balls. Outside off some that has to be a wide is given a wide, but that wasn't a great delivery. Down the leg side, good buck by the wicket keeper again. That is beautifully hit. Nice way to get off the mark. Fantastic boundary for Harish. So 2 in 2 is it for Harish? No, he gets a brace with that boundary. A boundary and a couple to Harish. That is it straight to the fielder into the covers for a single. Harish bowled really well in the bowling innings. He was the only bowler who has gone below 35 runs. He in fact gave only 31 runs in the 4 overs, and he looked apart. Straight through him, but there is Yazad to cover him up. That was beautifully flighted by Mohsin. The score at the end of this over is 92 for the loss of 4 wickets. 8 overs remaining in which to get a lot of runs. Under edge for a single. Straight down the ground, straight to the fielder Gaurav. '96 for 4 now. That will just fall short of the fielder over there. Just one run. Jinesh continues his good bowling. 2 overs and 13 runs and 2 wickets for him. Mohsin will coming to bowl from the other end, I think. This is beautifully hit. What a good shot that is. Fantastic hit for a boundary. Harish has looked good. This is again a very good shot just for a single. He's looked good, Harish. He bowled well. He's batting really well now. 13 runs for him in those two wonderful boundaries which he has hit. Straight to the fielder just for a single. So 14 overs, 109 runs, 151 runs to win in the next 6 overs. So Aditya is the new bowler. He would be bowling from the highway end for the first time. That is cut into the point region for a single. 110. The Bharatas look good, but he has moved on to 16. 16 of 11 balls, two boundaries in that inning. That was no footwork, but the hand-eye coordination. That was a good ball, but just one run. 113 is what the score is now. 113 for 4. Hacked into that region for a single again. 5 singles in the first 5 balls. So the score is 116 and 115 in fact for 4 at the end of over number 15. 5 overs in which to get the remaining 145 runs. 29 runs per over is the required run rate. 5 overs and 145 runs. Almost an improbable task now. They need a sixer of almost every ball. The only question is, what's the margin going to be? They will top this group without any doubt, the truly Marians. And he has looked good as Bharat. Unfortunately, it's a huge mountain to climb. The highest score of the tournament so far, in fact, of the last few years, 259, courtesy 125 of 47 balls and 75 of 47 balls of Vijay and Chirag. That is slashed. That would be 4 runs. Without an iota of doubt, that has to be a boundary. Using the pace of the bowler, slashing it for another boundary. This man has looked apart. He batted well. He's bowled well. 4 overs, 31 runs amidst all that carnage. And also, he has batted well. He's got 3 boundaries in 3 different directions. Yes, they get a brace. Bharat dashes for the second. 1 run for that very good shot. Four overs remaining and 136 runs to win. Aditya to Bharat now. Just formalities remaining now. Harish, yes, look good, but it's a monumental task now. 3.5 overs, 3.4 overs. in which to get the remaining 135 runs. And that has made him to dash again. Bharat, he is a very good batter. Unfortunately, a very huge total, almost an improbable one. Now every ball needs to go for a sixer if they want to win this one. Hitting every ball out of the park, even that would not suffice. Wide down the leg side. 127 for 4. Wide down the leg side. Two wides. What a shot that is. He has looked good, and just one run for that shot. There is protection over there. 130 for 4. Down the ground for a single. Hundred and 32 is what the score is. He hacked into the mid wicket region for another boundary for Harish. 32 he moves on to 32 of just 22 balls. Harish has got 33 now. You let's look good. 31 runs he conceded in the 4 overs which he bowled, and he has scored 32 runs on his own. It's a good all-round performance by Harish, in spite of his team not doing that well. And that is slashed, and the ball will swivel, turn, and move away for a couple of runs for Bharat. Just one run, one shot. In fact, the umpire just spotted it. 138 at the end of 18 overs. 2 overs remaining in which to get 122 runs. They need 61 runs per over. Jinesh comes into bowl and he's cleaned him up. Harish gets out after playing a substantial innings. A day in which he bowled well and he has batted well. Went for a big slog and he gets out in getting some quick runs for his team. Saurabh's the new man. He is their premier all-rounder. He's their premier bowler. In fact, wasn't available, and that hurt them very badly. He is one of their premier player. Dinesh has got three. This is smashed. This will go. 141 at the end of 19 overs. They need 119 to win in the last 6 balls. That is locked straight to the fielder for a single. 14255. 4 balls remaining. Yes, another wicket for Rajiv. He has bowled well. He has something to show for good bowling. Rajiv, he bowled that wonderful over against Vinay, who was looking good. And he gets Bharat, who was playing really well. So 3 balls remaining for Anand. And they got test match field for him. Rajiv has got a wicket to show off for his good bowling. He bowled that really good over to Vinay, who was looking good. 5 dot deliveries on the trot against him. Last 3 balls. Will Rajiv get another wicket? 2 balls remaining.